Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Shartia and I'm so grateful that you decided to watch this video. Before we get started, go ahead and subscribe to my channel so that you can join this journey with me and you won't miss when I post a new video. So in today's video, I will be just telling you all why I decided to In today's video, I will be letting you all know why I decided to recommit my life to Christ, and I'll be doing my makeup while I do that. So yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and jump right into it. Okay, now we can start. So I am going to be getting ready today and talking to you all about why I decided to recommit my life to Christ. So I'm going to go ahead and get into it. So first things first, I have always been like in the church. I basically grew up in a Baptist church over west, and I just remember my mom like dropping my sister and I off every single Sunday. We would go with my my great aunt, and we were just always at church. We participated in like the Christmas plays, and we were a part of the Easter program, and we were in the choir and things like that. So I just remember always being involved at church. So after years of being in church, I began to go to a new church once I got to middle school. I didn't have to rub that in like that. So I started going to a new church once I got to middle school, and I was actually going to church with my cousin Tony. Shout out to you if you're watching. So I started going to church with Tony. I realized, I've noticed that she was involved and she was a part of the youth choir, and she was an usher. So I started going to church with her every weekend because I was over her house. And it wasn't until February 1st, well, actually December 31st, well, January 1st of 2009. So January 1st, 2009, I decided to get baptized. I don't even think I talked to Tony and Aunt Shorty about it. I think I really just went up there on my own and decided to give my life to Christ. So I was going to high school that year, I believe. And I didn't get baptized until February 1st, 2009. So got baptized, went to high school, then went off to college. I ended up going to a Christian university. Hey guys, just a quick disclaimer. I actually went to a couple different schools prior to going to ACU. However, in this video, I'm referring to my transition from JUCO to my four-year university. So, yeah. And I went to ACU. And I'm so mad now that I forgave myself, but I was upset that I didn't really take advantage of going to chapel and taking Bible classes and things like that. I just kind of breezed through it. I just went with the flow. I went through the motions, and I really didn't take advantage of that, but it's okay. We live and we learn. So yeah, I went to ACU, and honestly, I'm not even gonna lie, I'm gonna be very, very raw. I was not living for God. Like, I kind of did what I wanted to do. I just wasn't living for God. And those years just passed me by. Like, now I look back, I'm like, wow. But it happens. I feel like that's a part of my story. So it's fine. So yeah, I wasn't living for God. I was doing my own thing, living for myself. And I got lost. I looked up, time was gone, and I realized that like I just missed out on that time. So I finished school, and then I moved to Louisiana, and then I lived there for a year, and I moved back home. So this year, 2019, summer 2019, is when I realized that something wasn't right. That was like just a point. It was a breaking point for me. I was like, something's not right.
I felt like I was empty. I was lost. And I just wasn't just living the right way.
So I decided that I wanted to join a church and just find a church home and be involved in the church and just really get back to being or having a relationship with God. I feel like for so long I had a foundation, but I didn't really have a relationship with him. I trusted God and I had faith. Well, I'm not even gonna say I had baby faith. I didn't have like crazy faith. If you know, you know. So I always had a foundation, but I just didn't have that relationship. So I decided to go to church, find a church home. Shout out to Quick because he recommended the best church here in the DMV. And I started going to church. And I'm not gonna lie, the first like 2 weeks I started going to church, I still wasn't like changed. I feel like I wasn't healed. I wasn't transformed. It took about a month. Like a month in, I decided to join the church and really recommit my life. I remember one day just having like a breakdown, like literally just crying, like asking God like for forgiveness, asking him to just heal me, transform me. Like I was just ready to just give up my ways of living and really just follow God. And that was my moment where I was like, I can no longer do this on my own. Like whatever I was doing in the beginning, like I just can't do it. So I remember just asking him to I'm trying to hurry up. I'm really trying to like hurry up. I feel like I'm almost done with my story and I didn't get started with my face. So yeah, so I remember just asking him to heal me, to transform me. I was like, God, look, I can't do it on my own anymore. And before you knew it, like I swear, I just started changing. Like my best friend and I started going to church every single Sunday. We started reading devotionals, started reading our Bibles, and really just transformed. I was like, this life is better. Like that old way of living is
for the birds. Like I just didn't want to do it anymore. So
yeah, so this summer, summer 2019 is when I decided like I was empty. I was seeking things and seeking people just to fill those voids and realize that I just had to seek God. Like God was the only source. He was the only person that could really just fill those voids for me. So as a result of seeking God and really recommitting my life, I'm telling you, I started to glow up on a whole different level. And the crazy thing is,
God is not done with me yet.
he's still working in me, but he's not done with me. So I said all of that to say, yeah, I just, that was my story of really, well, not my, well, yeah, my story of why I decided to recommit my life to Christ. I feel like everyone has a story of just getting away. We get away. It's the truth. We get away. We don't mean to. We try not to, but we get away. But I feel like that's a part of the journey of following God. Like, it happens. But once you realize
that you're like, oh, nope, I ain't getting away anymore.
But, yeah, that's pretty much it. Yeah, now I'm just rambling. But yeah, I hope you all enjoyed this video. I'm going to go ahead and finish this little makeup, whatever, routine. I finished drinking my water, and I will see you guys in my next video.
Bye, guys.